We're now joined by Jeff Gordon, Vice Chairman of Hendrick Motorsports. Jeff, a lot of emotions in those last few laps. Can you go through it from your perspective?
Yeah, I mean, I was sitting on the 48 box, and they had a solid race, but kept themselves in it on pit road. Obviously, with that number one pit stall, I think he's really, really tight most of the day, and they freed it up on that last one. And lo and behold, here he goes, taking the lead from Bubba. And I thought pretty much at that point, I didn't think anybody was going to catch him. Maybe the 19. The 19 was looking pretty good, and stalking the 23, and then you just can't ever count out Kyle Larson, and especially at this place. And you could see some of the other guys starting to struggle a little bit, and his car just doesn't fall off when he puts it up on the fence the way he does. And he was coming, and I know they were talking to Alex about change his line, and he did. I think he did everything he needed to do, and unfortunately, I think he had a little bit of damage when he got in the wall a little bit earlier, and so he was just struggling trying to keep it off the wall in 3 and 4, and of course he got into it, and that's when Kyle got the lead. So great to see our guys up there battling for the win, and to get a 1-2 finish here at Homestead. Obviously, a little bit disappointed in the other guys getting some penalties there late. It took them out of the contention of being in the top 10, because I think we could have had all 4 there in the top 10. But still, just an exciting day to get a victory.
Hey, Jeff, Don Hogg with Front Stretch. As somebody as a part of the Hendrick Motorsports leadership, when 2 of your cars are fighting for the win with 5 laps to go, do you get more excited or nervous?
I mean, today I was just more nervous about a caution coming out than anything else. This track, those 2 guys, the way they race, hard and clean, but this track offers multiple different lanes. And so it's a lot more nerve-wracking if it's a single groove racetrack, and you have to kind of push and shove one another around, like what we're going to see next weekend at Martinsville. So I think that I wasn't worried about that part. That wasn't really on my mind. I was like, man, our chances are looking really good here to get a win regardless. I saw what Alex and Blake did all day long to get themselves in that position. So, I was really happy for them to have a shot at the win, and I really thought they were going to pull it off. But, you just saw Larson coming hard, and at that point I was like, okay, just one of these 2 guys bring it home, and obviously no cautions came out, so that was good.
When you were on top of the 48 pit box, when he got passed by Larson,
yeah.
Can you describe the emotion that you saw on top of the pit box when that happened?
Oh, I mean, listen, they're watching the data and the SMT and the TV cameras. I mean, you saw he was coming, but I thought Alex did a great job moving his line around and adjusting without losing a lot of time to Kyle. And really, I feel like it was going to be really difficult for Kyle to get by him taking that line. Mainly I'm talking about 1 and 2. Everybody's on the wall in 3 and 4, but 1 and 2, there's a couple different options you can take. Kyle's one of the few that gets on the wall right away, and they talked to Alex about that, and he shifted and moved to that line, and I really think it was holding Kyle at bay, but Kyle's strength is getting into 3 and just ripping the wall, and Alex, was giving up a little bit on entry, but gaining in the middle, and then he just maybe gained a little too much in the middle, and that's when he brushed the wall. But I mean, it wasn't there wasn't a lot of emotion going on. It was just I think they were a little bit bummed when he scraped the wall and lost the lead, but I think they knew it was a really good day.
Go to Holly next, and then Dustin.
Hi, Jeff.
Hey.
Holly Kane with the NASCAR Wire Service. So your team is 1, 2, 3 in the points. All 4 of them are among the top 6 in the points. Could you just talk about what an incredibly strong start to the year?
Yeah, it really has been. I know we've had a couple races where all 4 of the cars in the top 8 or 10, and it's a finicky sport, because you want to get off to a good start, get in a good position in points, so that you're not on your heels and playing catch up. So that part's really nice, but we've been getting beat, So while it's nice, to have won the Daytona 500 the next 3 weeks, well, maybe take out Atlanta, because I think our guys were in position to win that one. But Phoenix, they got beat, you know, and in Vegas, I mean, there are a few things that kind of didn't go great there, but basically got beat there too, you know. So I think our guys really focus more on how do you bring the car with the most speed every single weekend. And then when you get to Hendrick Motorsports on Monday, even if you brought 4 of the fastest cars to the racetrack, one of them said mine wasn't as fast as our other, you know. So it's just constantly, you're just chasing it, you know. And so the nice thing is when you get a start like this and you're up there in the points, you know, it's the fine tuning, and what you're chasing is you know, victories and you know, just perfection is what you're really looking at. I mean, just like the 12 car today. I mean, honestly, I think that was the car. I mean, it was ridiculous how fast they were. So I still think we're chasing right now, whether it's that 12 car or at times the 20 car. So we still have work to do, but we're going to take the win and be happy about it, and be happy about where we're at in points, and just look at the things that we have to work on. We don't have big things to work on other than just gain a little bit more speed.
Kyle, I just wanted to ask you about the team. You guys are 1, 2, 3 in the standings. Chase is 6, so 4 of you in the top 6. Does this feel like you guys are, I know it's early, but I mean, does it feel like you guys are putting some stuff out there and you've got a really great vibe going on?
Yeah, it's very impressive to have 4 in the top 6. That's extremely tough to do. So although it's early in the year, I still think that's something to be proud of at HMS. So yeah, you know, everybody works really hard. You're always constantly trying to get better and involve your race cars and involve your team and the processes. But you know, I think all 4 teams do have a good process, and we all work really well together. And outside of HMS too, you know, the key partners, they're very helpful in getting to work with them and all that. But you want to be better. And although, you know, I feel like we're for the top 6, I don't think that any of us are like the best car currently. So there's still a lot of work to do to get to where we need to be, and just trying to get better each and every week.